I'm Kathy Maxwell.
I'm Nathan Maxwell.
And welcome to the Good Faith Bible Study Podcast,
where we'll offer a few additional insights about the Bible study lessons from Good Faith Magazine.
Get the magazine and learn more at goodfaithmedia.org.
Hello, I'm Craig Nash, Senior Editor of Good Faith Media. On the last Sunday of each quarter in 2025, the Maxwells will step away from their curriculum duties and hand the pen over to a guest writer. Today's lesson comes from Andie Pellicer, pastor of University Baptist Church in Waco, Texas. Full disclosure up front, Andie is my pastor, and I'm thrilled to share her with the Good Faith Media audience. Andie grew up in the Pacific Northwest. She received her MDiv from Fuller Seminary. She lives with her husband, Jeremy, and their 4 daughters. In today's lesson, Pastor Andie explores the opening lines of the book of John and how they give a grand, sweeping, and poetic introduction to the work of Jesus in contrast to the more earthbound genealogies and birth stories that Matthew, Mark, and Luke give us. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. As Andie shared, the introduction in John is a mirror to the opening lines of Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Andie says that she kind of wishes John's prologue were the entirety of Scripture because it avoids all the messy complications and drama that unfold in the Bible. On one hand, I get that. Poetic language can pull us out of the anxiety and confusion of our lives and remind us who we are, who God is, and what God made us for. On the other hand, I mostly feel different about this. As I said before, Andie's my pastor and friend, so any disagreement I have with her is with respect and love. I actually prefer the gritty details of the Synoptic Gospels, which are Matthew, Mark, and Luke, over the soaring language of John. There's a reason why Linus in A Charlie Brown Christmas doesn't recite John's prologue, but instead opts for Luke's. Where John paints a picture of a God who pulls us out of our mess, Luke shows us a God who joins us in it. Of course, both are true, and this is the beauty of having multiple accounts of Jesus in the Bible. We get all of it. The epic stories of adventure and the mundane details surrounding things like birth and sickness and cooking fish and attending weddings. Which one do you prefer? If you have time before this week's lesson, read the opening chapters of each gospel and think about what they have in common. What's different about them? What does each say about God, about you, and about the world you inhabit? Thank you for reading and participating in Good Faith Bible Studies. In the coming days, you'll be receiving the July-September issue of the magazine. Also, be on the lookout later this summer for some exciting news about Good Faith Bible Studies in 2026. Thanks again for listening.
This podcast is produced by Good Faith Media. Learn more at goodfaithmedia.org.
There, you can find a wealth of additional resources, including the 12-volume Nurturing Faith Commentary by longtime lesson writer Tony Cartledge.
It covers every text for every Sunday in the 3-year cycle of the Revised Common Lectionary.
Our podcast music comes from Pond 5. Check out the show notes for more information,
including a transcript and a few other tips for studying Scripture.